Guys, it's me Narelle here, and welcome back to a new video. I forever be looking like a hot mess in my videos where I record my face, but I'm like, you know what? I give up. I'm never gonna look cute on camera ever for my channel. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. I decided to make a really cute video using some supplies that I haven't used that I've gotten over the past year, it seems. So on my birthday, my sister, not on my birthday, my sister gifted me my birthday gifts in January. And when I opened the gift on my birthday, inside was this pack of brush markers. They're by the brand Studio Series, and I think these are Barnes and Noble's brand because that is where she bought this from. I'm pretty sure she got these from Barnes and Noble's. But this is what they look like. As for skin tones, they're brown. They're the brown skin tones. They do have some peaches in there, but it's just brown pretty much. And I will be doing a more like higher quality look of these swatches of these markers because they're actually pretty good. I actually already did a drawing for this video, so that's how I can tell you, oh, they're pretty good. These markers were $13, which is ridiculous for 6 markers. Like, guys, oh my goodness, that is Copic price. Like, I can't, man, I can't. So I'm just going to take a random one out. So this is how the markers look. Let me turn my brightness down on my computer. So yeah, so this is how the markers look. They're black. They are the same exact barrel. I wish I had another marker to show you what barrel they are that share the same barrel. I swear, like, guys, look at this. So this is the Azure markers. You see the Azure? The legit same thing, but black. Like, come on, marker companies. You're not fooling anybody. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. So this is the fine nib, which is actually pretty cool. Everyone knows what a fine nib is. And here's the brush nib, which is actually pretty cool. So this is the brush nib on this marker. And this is the brush nib on a Copic marker, which is happily behind me. So as you can see, the Copic marker's brush nib is a lot thinner and longer. And yeah, so now that I'm looking at the nib of this marker, now that I used it, it's doing that weird thing where it does get kind of white after you used it after a while. So maybe I hope that these do not run out fast because for $13 markers, you better stay alive for a couple of months. These are the swatches for these markers. So as you can see, they're the Studio Series dual tip skin tone markers. You can kind of see the colors a little bit more. Like I said, this is a new phone, so focusing and everything else is kind of like new to me. But apricot is kind of like, it's not a peach tone, it's more of a brown. It's more like a melanin type of color. Mocha is like the caramel. Cocoa is a very nice saturated brown. Ebony is darker brown. Skin white is light. Powder there's more of the peachy tone. All of these look brown on the camera, but I promise you guys, powder and apricot are peach. They're peachy. I don't know why my camera automatically converted them to brown. Like, they're not this brown in real life. Yeah, those are the swatches. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so now we're in the speed paint portion of this video. Technically this portion is not speed painted because I kind of wanted to leave the skin coloring as real time, so it would give me a chance to kind of explain my thoughts and feelings of the markers in which I got. So since these markers are brown, technically I had to choose a character of mine that has brown skin. A lot of you guys like my character Zyke, who is my brown babe with the blue dreads and all of that good stuff, but I kind of wanted to do more colors for this video and not kind of leave it as like a muted skin, not skin, but a muted palette. Like, my baby Zyke is brown and blue, so I kind of wanted to get away from that and just pick another character that has a little bit more of a vibe. So I decided, poor Zyke. It's not like I hate him or not. It's just that I wanted to challenge myself. That's all. So I chose my gacha character Story because he has that ombre hair and all that good stuff. And I honestly miss him. I'm actually in a mode of like redesigning him. Hair wise, I'm trying to make his hair work because the way his hair is set up, he has the poofy bangs and whatever, and he has a bun on the top of his head. And if I just kind of leave it as the poofy bangs and a bun, he kind of resembles my character Naoya, who is Naru and Chio's son. If I remember correctly, I will put him on the screen to kind of see how vaguely these two kind of favor each other. So I'm trying to like figure it out so they don't favor, because same face syndrome, same look syndrome is very real right now. But I'm actually really happy how this picture turned out of Story. It was very much so a last minute decision of doing this picture, and I've just been in a weird art funk lately where if I'm not in the mood to draw, nothing will come out for anything. So I actually pushed through my negative mind and got an actual drawing done, in which I actually really like. There are some aspects about this drawing that I do not like, but overall the likes outweigh the dislikes. So with the set, the colors I used for his skin preferably were apricot, cocoa, and mocha. But I think I did apricot, mocha, and then cocoa the correct order. So if you guys, get these markers, those are the 3 colors in which I use for Story. I only use 3 colors in my skin coloring anyway. If I want to give more of a darker vibe, I'll add in an extra color. But I only use 3 colors, guys. I don't go above and beyond to make my skin look poppin', because my marker artwork, I kind of want to keep it on the simple side. And when I do like my colored pencils or gouache or whatever that requires heavy shading, I will do so. But with my markers, I'm like, simple is key to this. So yeah, so Story has been explained. What I did has been explained. So let's get to the markers. So I'm gonna start off with what I liked about them. So for his markers, I really love the fact that it had a fine point and a brush side, because with typical markers that have brush nibs, it has a chisel nib, but I really love me some fine nibs, because you can really get in some really nice details here and there to kind of get it going. And I pretty much used just a fine nib on his skin alone. I really didn't use the brush nib until I wanted to blend out some areas, but pretty much his skin is legit colored all with the fine nib, so that's one thing that I like. I love the design of the marker, how it's a triangle shape, so it doesn't roll a lot on your desk. I kind of figure out a lot of these cheaper marker brands are coming out with markers with this barrel, because it makes it cooler and all of that good stuff. I love the marker choice that is black. I love me some black stuff. My grandma hates me having all black items, but I live for black. So yeet. And these markers were actually really easy to layer. Like, I actually went into this being scared, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how these blend, because this was my first drawing, and I typically want to do a test drawing and then make a video of me actually knowing how to use these markers. But they're markers. Like, how much preparation do you need to do a marker piece? It's kind of baby terms now. So I'm like, bruh, I hope this turns out really well. And these markers blend like a dream. They go on very dark, but they lighten up, so you don't have to worry about the color sticking out too much, because if you look at his skin right now, that cocoa looks a little bit too dark, but later on it lightens up, so it actually gives like a really cute blended effect, because I honestly thought I messed up Story's skin color, because he really isn't that dark of a brown. He's a little bit more cute So I'm like, please don't let me mess up my child. But he turned out really nice. So these markers are very nice. So I would highly recommend it. If they have more sets, I would legit buy them. But I would not buy them for Barnes and Nobles. If this is their brand, then I would have to fork out my feelings and just kind of get it from there. But these are actually really nice. So the one thing that I really didn't like about these markers is that these are those type of markers where you use them for a couple of while and the nib is already fraying out and the nibs of the brush nib is already white. So I don't think these markers are going to last a long time. So I have to use them sparingly to get them to stay. But I just feel like with these markers, I feel like these markers are good if you just want a quick item to have and just kind of get a feel for them and throw them away when you feel comfortable throwing them away, because these markers don't feel like an item that will last long. So just be aware of that. And mind you, this is the only drawing I did with these markers, and I only colored his face and his hands, and the nibs are already fraying out. So that's kind of like a negative on my standpoint. And yeah, I think that's literally the only negative I really have about these markers, which is nice. And the case for these markers is actually really cute. I'm not particularly fond of the case because it's hard to get the markers into it, because at the bottom it doesn't have like a shape that fits the marker so you can get it tucked really nice in there, so you kind of have to fiddle with it and all that good stuff. But more than likely I will be throwing away the case after I film this video. So yeah, so I think I covered all my bases with these markers. So if I have to rate these markers like out of 10, I would wholeheartedly give these like an 8. Like, I feel like these are like really beginner friendly with alcohol markers, and I feel like they're not too intimidating like a Copic marker. Like when I was younger, I just wanted to buy Copic markers and just get into that dream that everybody else was living in. But I feel like now that I experienced the cheaper marker brands, I feel like Copic isn't really what I should be dying over. I feel like with Ohuhu and all these other cheaper brands, it makes markers a little bit more affordable to get and a little bit more to love them, because you're not forking out $500 on Copic markers, like legit 12 Copic markers just to experience an alcohol marker. So I like that. So alcohol markers are actually very cute to have. I love them. I only use them when I want to color something very quick, because alcohol markers are legit really nice if you just want to do a fast artwork and call it a day. So yeah, I probably would use alcohol markers when I just today, but my other mediums in which I would use if I want to do something detailed would most definitely be my color pencils, watercolor, gouache, and any other sort. So now we're going to move on to the speed paint portion of this video, which is his hair. So my character story has a blonde to pink ombre hairstyle. I didn't go too crazy with his hair because I honestly wasn't feeling drawing this day. So I'm like, if I can get some colors that just blend really well together, I'm sold. So I think I used 2 pinks out of the Ohuhu pastel set, and I used one of the yellows. I think the yellow is lemon chiffon, if I remember correctly. I legit have the markers in front of me. Yeah, so lemon chiffon, which is the yellow, and I think the pink is pink, and I think the other pink is light pink. I think so. I don't remember. I swear I think it's light pink. So I used 3 colors to kind of give me that ombre effect, and I actually really like it. I love doing ombre hairstyles, but sometimes like having the blend effect is kind of daunting, so I kind of don't take it as serious as some people are like, I gotta get this to blend. As long as I can get colors that blend together well enough, I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'll use 3 colors for Story's hair. I'll try to remember to put the colors down below if you guys kind of want to get the same feeling that I got with his hair. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy with how his hair turned out. Alrighty, so now I'm getting into coloring his sweater. Guys, it's a staple at this point. Almost all of my characters wear sweaters when I'm too lazy to draw anything else. So if you see my characters wearing sweaters, that's when you know I didn't feel like putting a lot of effort into it, because sweaters are literally the easiest thing to draw. I don't want to say that because a lot of you youngins are like, Nightgrowl, I still struggle with this. And I know, I feel your pain, because sweaters, like, once you get the gist of how they flow, it's easier, but like, drawing a sweater is legit the hardest thing in the world. But like, once you conquer the sweater look, that's all you're going to be drawing, because sweaters are the bomb.com. So for Story, the base for his sweater is CG 020, I believe. So yep, neutral gray 02, and then I went over his gray tone, I think with blue gray, if I'm correctly, or pale grayish blue. I think it's pale grayish blue or blue gray. I don't remember, guys. I don't write down my colors in which I use, but it's one of those. So I only use 2 colors for his skin. Not his skin, his clothing. So for the clothes, I like to do like the up and down motions, because it actually blends it really well, and I love that flat even lay, and I just love how it looks. So that's how I like doing my clothes. A lot of people are like amazing at doing all the folds and all that stuff, but again, I'm a very like simple girl. I don't like detailed things, so I kind of keep everything simple for me. So when I go into coloring my art, it's not as trippy. Then you know they're just sitting there looking at my line art for days. So yeah, that is how I colored his shirt. So now moving on to coloring his hair bow, which is the cutest thing ever. Like, I think the only characters that wear like big hair bows in their hair is my character Story, who you're seeing now, and my character Alka, who is my vampire babe. I don't know why, I just love big hair bows in guys' hair. I don't know if that's like a girl aesthetic, because I know a lot of people, whenever they're getting into characters and they're like, oh my gosh, a guy needs to look like a guy, and a guy needs to have guy features. And I'm just telling you guys, like, straight up, a guy does not need to have guy features. You can put a freaking hair bow in a guy's hair. You can make him have like ponytails, like 2 little side parts of the hair with cute hair clips. You can do that and still make him look like a guy, because Story legit is still manly. He's not feminine. So I'm just like living for the big hair bow life, and I just loved it. So coloring it was my favorite thing to do. I freaking love it. And then I'm coloring the heart because, you know, I guess I wanted to make him spread love. Originally, I wanted to do it in the rainbow because this month is Pride Month, but I did do a picture of Rohei showing the bi pride, because Rohei, my character, is bisexual, so I did do a pride piece. So maybe I'll show it in a vlog or something. But I just want to say, all of you guys who are part of the LGBTQIA community plus, I love you guys, I support, and you will forever be supported on my channel. So yeet. So last but not least, I'm actually coloring the background of Story. So if you guys remember, I did do a video of me reviewing some markers with him. I will put that as the annotation, well, the video on top of the screen once you get to the end of this one. And I high-key hope you guys remember how I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate how I did a green background and just took away from him. And I think that picture, I was like, I wanted to do pink for the background, and no lie guys, I really wanted to do the green again, but choose a different green. But I'm like, nah bruh, I gotta do blue because I'm in love with this blue color. Blue is legit becoming one of my second favorite colors. Like, more of the periwinkle blue, like this color blue. I'm not a fan of the actual blues, but when it comes to the purple blues, you got me sold. So yeah, so I pretty much did a rectangular shape behind them. I love doing shapes behind characters because it's legit the easiest background you could ever do. So I went over 2 passes with this marker to kind of get it darker enough, but it did lighten up. So, you know, it just didn't work. But yeah. So I went over it a couple of times to get it dark, and next you will see me do all of the highlights in which I did on story. So the video is pretty much ending. So I hope you guys like this video. I actually tried to do something cute for you guys because I feel like I'm a boring person and my views are going down, obviously, but you know, that's not really changing my feelings about my channel. I just really want to upload things in which I want to upload, and I'm trying to upload videos in which requires no effort, and I don't have to waste all of my energy setting up A, B, C, and D just to kind of enjoy the video. Luckily, my new phone stays in focus, like it didn't go out of focus at all, so I love that. So maybe I'll just use my new phone to do my videos, but going forward, I would just make videos that require no effort at all and that are easy to film. So let me know down below what you guys want to see on my channel. My friend is like, Narelle totally asked that. So I'm asking you, like, what do you want to see on my channel? Do you like these cute little speed paints? Do you want to see tutorials? Do you really not care about what I post? But just sound off below what you want to see, because you guys are watching my content. I don't want to, you know, exclude you from the fun. So request something down below, and yeet. I draw your OCs in the next video. I don't know. You know, it's whatever I'm up to. But yeah, my video is done. So I will see you guys in the closing remarks of this video.
Stay a minute, another minute. Stay a minute, another minute.
Guys, so I'm sorry for the lighting. It's legit right here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the real-time portion of me spilling all the tea and shade about these markers in which my sister gifted me. So thank you, sis, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me color Story, because I enjoyed it. He's cute. I gotta cut him out because I'm not gonna leave him this big. Well, this small on a big sheet of paper is not gonna happen, so he will most likely be in my drawing binder. My friend is already like, Narelle, I claim your art. So hopefully he'll still be there. But anyways, that is it for me. Like I said, let me know down below what you would like to see on my channel. Again, if you want a tutorial, let me know. If you want more cute little speed paints like this, let me know. And just give me good video ideas, I guess. I don't know anymore with YouTube, but do expect a lot more vlogs, which I know a lot of people are like, ugh, about, but vlogs are coming, so expect a lot of vlogs. Sketchbook updates will happen when it happens, because it's taking me a little bit longer to finish a sketchbook, so I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but just expect sketchbook updates like normal. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. So if you liked it, give it a like, comment down whatever you like to say to me in the box below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.